What is going on, everyone? My name's Alpha, and today we are bringing you another Pokemon challenge video, and we are back on Pokemon Black and White. I have an affinity for Generation 5 nowadays. I just really love playing the games, and we're back on it again. And today's challenge will be, can I beat Pokemon White with only recharge moves? So basically moves, really strong moves, but you gotta recharge right after. So you're really not doing that much damage in the long sense. You're basically nuking them and hoping they die. But as always, we gotta start off from scratch with a starter, and I didn't know that all the starters can actually learn Hyper Beam. So I went into this thinking only Superior knows Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam was actually a set for Superior for Z move Breakneck Blitz, and now come to realize that it is actually one of the worst starters in Black and White. Without its Dream World ability, it actually has one of those lowest special attack out of the starters when it fully evolves. So I really chose the wrong one to have here, but it doesn't matter. So Snivy has only Hyper Beam as moves right now, and it can't really use anything else. And also to preface, because something happened in my Pokemon Curse video that people got upsetty about, I'm only using recharge moves, so any recharge move is fair game. But I could also get other Pokemons as my wish, as long as I'm only using recharge moves. So whatever I have. And unfortunately for us, there are some hard roadblocks coming up in our adventure. I will explain. But before we get into the challenge, I want to say, if you guys can leave a like, comment down some challenge ideas. I got this one off the comments in a few videos, and also leave a subscribe if you guys are not already. We are very close to 8K already. Thank you so much for all the support. Love you guys. And also turn on bell notifications to get notified on each of my uploads. I upload Wednesday and Saturday of every single week, so get there as soon as you guys can. And let's get into the challenge itself. So as we can see, Hyper Beam does a lot of damage, but also it's just not killing anything in the wild area. So we gotta do a bit of training. We head into the first gym to test the waters against Gym Leader Chili. He has a Lillipup and a Pansear. Lillipup doesn't get to do anything, but then Pansear comes out and basically destroys me. I could equip an Oranberry on it, however, I got the only gym leader of the trios that have Incinerate, which burns my berries. So basically, I can't use berries. So I just go in the Dream Yard, level up a little more, get my Servine, and head into the gym, rematch it. And luckily, since Pansear is very weak and Incinerate is a very weak move, it barely does any damage to my Servine, and we clear through Chili. That is, a bit tough, a bit more troublesome than it should have been. But again, Hyper Beam, you gotta just let it attack you for a long time. And it's harder because if you beat the first Pokemon, you just gotta sit there and just wait while the next Pokemon comes out and gets a free attack on you. And then if you can't kill that Pokemon one hit, it gets another attack on you. So it's basically giving it free turns to beat you down. The next portion is in Nacrin City, the next gym against Lenora. Lenora is pretty simple. You do a little training out in the forest and in the mountains. You get a high enough level to destroy her Pokemons. And destroy is a loose term because we actually get clapped at one point and we gotta restart, but then we come back and beat her. Obviously that was not intentional, but I thought we could clear her with a level 27 Servine. Apparently not, but we come back second try. So far we haven't beat any gyms on our first take, but yeah, we'll get better. We'll get better as the challenge go on, hopefully. Now, heading to Castelia City, we want to get some items to benefit us. We wanted the XP share firstly, and also the Evilite. However, as you guys can see, I'm heading into the third gym, Berg, the bug gym leader. And the issue is Servine gets over level really quickly. And it's kind of at level 35 as I'm heading into Berg. And I could only really use Evilite for this battle only, which kind of sucks because Evilite is such a good item. It basically carried me through this gym, and it's just a fantastic item. Too bad we can't use it anymore because it's a Superior now. I'd rather have Superior over Servine because Superior has higher special attack than Servine, but I wouldn't mind, defense buff. As I said, we also have an XP share that will be useful for us because, one, we're getting a lot of XP from just battling. We're already a Superior. Anyways, heading into the desert, there are a few Pokemons we want to catch. Firstly, a Sandile with Intimidate. Obviously, the ones with Moxies aren't going to be as useful, but we want some Sandiles with Intimidate because we're going to train those up using the XP share. So we're not going to be wasting any XP there. Intimidate's going to obviously lower 2 stages of the opposing Pokemons, so we can actually get some benefit out of it. And the second Pokemon will be Dwebble. Dwebble will be the rock bug Pokemon that actually was in the previous gym. We're going to level up Dwebble in the back as well. It's going to be very useful in later on. We actually catch 2 Dwebbles. One actually has a hard stone on it, which is going to be very useful for the future. And we also picked up the Plume Fossil to get Arkin. Anyways, we're heading into Nimbus's gym. The gym leader, Elisa, pretty much of a throwaway one over here because all our Pokemons don't really resist Hyper Beam, and our Hyper Beam superior at this stage is still creaming everyone. Very, very simple. We're getting through it pretty nicely. And as well, our Dwebble is getting close to leveling up, to evolving, so that is also great to see. We're on track to do great things right now. There are some roadblocks ahead that I'll point out the roadblocks ahead really soon because they are piling up soon. So we head into Clay's gym, and Clay is a bit of a bastard. He has a ton of annoying Pokemons, I will say. His Exegro, his Crocodile, but as long as I switch in between my Pokemons and I'm not using any other moves, I'm just switching in between Pokemons. Intimidating the Exegro is very useful, and I could bring out my superior again, and then I could slowly whittle it down with Hyper Beam. That is a sentence. Whittle it down with Hyper Beam. And when its Palpitator comes out, we get to 2-shot it. It's all fine, hunky-dory. And as well, our Dwebble evolves right outside of this gym. We evolve it into a Crustle. Now, Crustle, we still do not have any moves for any of the other Pokemons we can use. So they're just in the back, just gaining XP as we go through our adventures through Unova. Finally, we get the Lucky, which will boost our XP gain per battle. And that'll be very, very helpful for our Pokemons in the back that needs a lot of training. We're going in the grass because we need a flying Pokemon to head back after this gym. After this gym fight against Skylar, we're going to do some scavenging, and we're going to actually pull out some items out of the blue and some new teammates. We're going to catch a Tranquil to obviously use Fly. And luckily we do, because when we're heading to the tower, the Ghost Tower, there is a trainer that is required that has 2 ghost types, and we don't have a single move in our arsenal that can touch ghost types. Luckily we have Tranquil that will force Yamask to use Will-O-Wisp and then Curse, so it will slowly kill itself, and then we can actually beat it just by letting it kill itself slowly. And once we're at the top of it, we ring the bell, and then we head into Nacrene City. Ooh, wow, didn't see that coming, right? We tried to deposit one of our Pokemons, and we actually locked our game. I don't know what happened. Maybe the game doesn't like my superior having Hyper Beam as moves. I don't know. Something keeps happening because I reset the game and it keeps locking my game, and it's not the best. But you know, we make it work. We just go into my game editor, and then we edit out the Pokemons we don't want in our party anymore, and then open up a free spot, and now we have Arkin. Basically, we got rid of Tranquil, we got Arkin, and now we gotta run back because we can't use Fly anymore. We also head into Driftville City to get our Shell Bell. Shell Bell is an item that it restores HP based on how much damage you do, or like a fraction of the damage you do. So that is going to be very useful. We're going to take that to Skylar, and we're going to head into her gym fight. Her gym fight is pretty mundane. I expected a bit more from it because she's a flying type and I'm a grass type. However, more or less, Hyper Beam just slaps her, and it's pretty simple. We beat Skylar. Now the 7th gym is one of the last gyms we're going to have to rely solely on superior, so we're going to, you know, obviously relish it. Too bad it's an ice gym and we're grass type, so I mean there's not much enjoyment out of here. It's more like painful dragging because hopefully they just don't kill us, and luckily it doesn't really do too much damage when we're heading into the fight with Bryson. Bryson is the ice gym leader of Icarus City, and he is kind of a pushover because he uses the wrong moves a lot. However, he actually gets me at one point and slaps me down with his Cryogonal, but we return and we slap him in return, and we get our 7th gym badge. We do all the Dragon Spiral Tower thing, and we head into the desert. We do all the desert thing with Team Plasma. Now we finally set our course to the 8th gym. However, there is an actual super mall right before the city, and we're gonna finally get some new TMs. TM68 Giga Impact. We can finally add it on to our Crocodile, to our Crustle, both our Crustles, and to our Archeops in the back. And now this is just a begging team. This is a monster team. and it's pretty good for us, so we're gonna have that on our side. We also still have the XP share on our Crustle. Then there is a reason for that. We'll explain it right after this gym fight. We are heading into the 8th gym fight against Iris. Iris has all dragon type Pokemons. However, since we have a stacking team now, we have a monster team, we can actually afford to take her on pretty easily. The fight begins, pretty simple. Our superior takes out the first Pokemon. We send out Crustle to, gauge the fight. It didn't work out too well. Crustle got hurt too much, but I'm trying to level it up to level 55, and it's just not working. Crustle does not want to. It's just not good at fighting. Crocodile comes in for it. It goes down. Our superior picks up the slacks and beat Iris, and we also grow to level 55 for our Crustle, and Crustle learns Rock Wrecker. Rock Wrecker is the final move we can get for our Pokemon, which is a rock type move that is a rechargeable move, and it is pain to get that. Luckily we did get it in the end, and now we can actually do something about ghost types. The biggest weakness we had, the only moves we could use currently were normal moves, Hyper Beam and Giga Impact. Now that we have Rock Record, now we can deal with those ghost types, luckily for us. That is why I had Dwebble in my back pocket for such a long time. We have 2 of them, in fact, but it was just such a long time and such a long time coming. Luckily that thing is done and dusted. Now it's time for the Elite Four. I off-screen train all my Pokemon to level 60 to, get all my Pokemon to level 60, because it will be very beneficial. We head into the first chamber, which is Chantal's chamber. Chantal is the Ghost Elite Four member of Unova. And luckily for us, as I mentioned earlier, one of the Dwebbles we caught earlier had a Hearthstone which boosts Rock-type moves. Since it's level 60, it actually outspeeds most of her Pokemon. So we can Rock Record most of her Pokemon and then switch out when needed, sacrifice our Archeops, and then switch in Crustle again, take out the Jellicent in one hit, and then bring out our different Crustle, and then beat the Chandelier in one shot with its own Rock Record, and then basically intimidate down the Golurk so that our Crustle could come out and just Rock Record it down, and it works out pretty well. We beat Chantal with recharge moves, which I'm surprised that happened, because the entire time I was worried about, like, how am I supposed to beat Chantal? How am I supposed to beat Chantal? I had to get 2 Crustles, I was so worried that 1 Crustle was not going to be enough. From now on, there is no type advantage, so that is very good for us. We're heading into Grimsley, the Dark Elite Four member of Unova, and again, a bit annoying. Grimsley's just annoying. He's not hard at all. He's just annoying. The issue with him is that his Scrafty is so annoying. Just use Sand Attack and we just miss most of the time, and then Bisharp is just a pain to beat. Crocodile comes out, it's also a pain. The only thing that wasn't a pain was his Liepard. Luckily Liepard just kind of just lets us kill it. And then we head into Caitlin's chamber. Caitlin is the Psychic Elite Four member, and it has just a bulky Ranunculus to begin, but then luckily Crustle just has a monstrous move that just destroys everything. And luckily it does. It destroys everything, and we beat Caitlin. Marshall, however, does not appreciate having rock throws at him. Luckily he chokes a lot. I mean, his throw just chokes against my Archeops. Archeops hasn't done anything. I just used it because it has such a high attack stat, so I thought it was an actual nuke. However, as you can see, throw just chokes a lot. What I'm thinking? I actually should have done this. I should have grinded to get those gems that boost attack moves, that boost certain attack moves. A bunch of normal gems would be very, very useful, to clutch it up. Sock comes out. Sock gets a murder, and then Conqueror takes out one of my Pokemons, but in return we take it out, and Mienshao is gone. So now it's time to fight, and the game started glitching a lot, so it looked kind of weird during the cutscene, but other than that, it's really cool, and it's really cool. Nice castle, really love it. Anyways, we head into the fight with N. We have a Zekrom. I was debating whether or not to throw the fight and then give Zekrom Giga Impact, because Zekrom has such an immense attack stat that it could be very useful. But I decided to just try it out on my first try and just sack my Zekrom. See if I could beat both Getsus and N with only 5 Pokemon. It turns out pretty well. For some reason, Reshiram from N's side used Hyper Beam on my Zekrom to beat it. So, I mean, I think N thinks he's on the challenge. No, you're not. This is my challenge. Get off. So I, get a free Rock Record and destroys him. And as he brings out his Caracosta, we bring out our other Crustle and we destroy that thing too. Brings out his Arceus. We try to weaken it as much as we can. We use Intimidate and then try to get it in defeat us. And luckily it worked to an extent and we beat it. And we destroyed his Vanillux as well. The Vanillux couldn't do too much against our Pokemon. And it just set up hell for no reason. Klinklang comes out, it destroys one of my Crustle. Not a big deal. Not something I'm gonna cry about. We do a lot of good damage on it. Arceus comes out to clean up. Finally, and definitely least, Zoroark comes out, gets slammed by our Crocodile. And now the final battle against Ghetsis. Ghetsis is my all-time favorite final boss fight. We obviously try to enjoy it as much as we can. We had to set Zekrom first turn, and then we pull out our Crustle to obviously destroy the Cofagrius, and then pull out the Bisharp. Bisharp is the most annoying one because it resists all our moves, so we gotta weaken it slowly. It takes down my Arceus, but we reply with our Crustle to the face. And then Hydreigon comes out. We're gonna have to sack one of our Crustles to it, and we do great damage to it, and then our Superior obviously outspeeds it, so it takes out the Hydreigon. Electros comes out. We take it out with our Crocodile, but Crocodile ends up being weak, really weak afterwards. Our Bouffalant comes out. Bouffalant is not a super strong Pokemon. Yo! Bouffalant comes out as his final Pokemon, and, you know, tough to say Bouffalant versus Superior, who's gonna win? Obviously my Superior, it's my Superior, so it's gonna win all the time. Agency, shout out to Agency, shout out Blunder. And we actually beat Ghetsis with only recharge moves. We actually beat the entire game with recharge moves, so thank you for watching all the way to the end. I hope you guys all enjoyed. My name's Alpha. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas, and subscribe if you guys are not already. And I hope you guys all had a great day. My name's Alpha, and I'm out. Peace.